Welcome to Before I Call My Therapist. We're here with Dedd. Had to check you out, man. He's got a group together called Always November, and he does music, and he makes amazing music. So we're here with him today. Tell us a little bit about yourself, man.
Yeah, man. So I've been working with Faded for a long time. You know, and that was always the deal, was trying to bring the music side of things and kind of blend everything together. So, you know, now that I got kind of like, you know, I've been doing it for about 10 years now. So, you know, now we kind of got like a bigger platform to kind of merge everything. And now that we're doing shit with the band and all that, it's just kind of like coming together.
Yeah, it's
man.
super
Yeah,
dope.
it's cool.
It's really cool to see.
Yeah.
And, you know, I come over here and see you guys playing shows at your business, which is like, you don't get that anywhere else.
Right.
And y'all pack the block, which is insane. And y'all are moving like nobody else is moving in Houston, bro. I just will say that on record for sure.
Man, appreciate that, bro.
No bias, because they're my sponsor, but it's like, seriously, these guys are making noise. They're making product that doesn't look like anything else, and they really are originators when it comes to the clothing and stuff. But so, how'd you get your start in music? What was like your upbringing, and what got you doing music?
Man, so like I feel like ever since I was like a kid, bro, I've always like, you know, liked music and shit. Like I kind of had like an inclination towards it. My older brothers and everything. I'm the baby of my family. You know, I got like 3 older brothers. So like,
I'm same. I'm the baby. Yeah.
So
Had an older
like,
sister.
Growing up, hearing all different types of shit, I guess, man. Like I kind of like, I feel like I was listening to shit I wasn't supposed to, like at a super early age.
Yeah, me too. Honestly.
Yeah. So
parents weren't paying attention that much. You know what I'm saying? Or
I definitely like went a little hard with the CD players in the bedroom. You know what I mean? Like taking all my brother's shit. And yeah, man, just kind of had like an early fascination with it, honestly. And I think like early on, I just knew like in some form I'd be like doing something related to making music or just being around music.
In that vein,
Yeah, it's just like one of them childhood things, but just kind of fell in love early, you know?
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
So what was some of your first influences musically? Like, what were you listening to when you were jamming out? You can be honest, bro, because we all like, you know what I mean? Like,
I mean, my shit's wild, dude, because it's like, I feel like I listen to so many different types of like genres and artists and shit. Like, thinking back as early as I can think, like, on some rap shit, definitely Lil Wayne. He was definitely like one of my biggest.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah,
like,
I can definitely see
obviously,
that.
like growing up, everybody kind of was exposed to that era. If you were anywhere in like that '90s range, kind of coming up.
Oh yeah, he was the GOAT.
Yeah.
It was like pandemonium. He came and ate at an Outback Steakhouse where my friend worked one time during all that
no shit.
peak of his career, and it was insane. It was like the whole restaurant.
Did he just look like fucking magical and just like how he seems to be on the internet?
I'm sure. I didn't see him. My friend did, but I'm sure it was that.
Yeah, bro.
So Wayne for rapping, and what about
Wayne for the rap shit, and then like I'm honestly like a sucker for like R&B, like old school R&B shit. So I love everything from like fucking Usher to Alicia Keys and fucking, you know, shit like that, like Stevie Wonder, fucking like all types of like the just early like Luther Vandross, a lot of shit. My brothers,
Marvin Gaye, all that.
Yeah, Marvin Gaye.
Motown
like,
is
Al
the
Green,
shit.
like like all that.
Motown's awesome, dude. I don't even have a better word to describe it. It's the shit.
It's funny because like the type of music I make, I feel like a lot of people would know that, but that's like the majority of what I listen to still, like.
You know, it's hard to listen to some depressed shit while you're trying to like go about your day.
Right.
And so I think that's the reason that type of music is so timeless, because it brings people into a good mood.
Yeah,
and it keeps people
like soul healing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also it's nostalgic.
As fuck,
a lot of us grew up with like our parents listening to that and stuff, so it just triggers that nostalgia as well, which is so cool.
Yeah. No,
if you're missing out on the older music, guys, y'all really need to go and do your research, because there's some great stuff out there. The 1980s were an incredible time for music, despite what you may have heard.
Absolutely.
You know, so no, that's awesome. So you got into the music young, started kind of, did you play any instruments, or what was your first dabble into the music, like actually participating?
I was actually fucking around on a piano.
Keys?
Yeah, keys.
Hey, that's dope.
My parents had like this old ass organ that was like a little busted up and shit, and no one cared about it really, so it was just kind of laying around the house. And one day I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna pushed this bitch in my room, and I like made the trip, got it to my room from like the garage or whatever. And yeah, man, I would just fuck around on it. At the time, I was trying to learn like, you know, like real quirky, simple rap shit. Like the first thing I learned how to play was like the Laffy Taffy riff. You know,
Was your parents supportive of you doing it?
I was definitely kind of like I want to say almost like a closet music advocate for a while. Like I kind of like hit it, like kind of like my fascination with it.
Yeah.
But they always knew, you know.
They could tell.
It was
He's
never
in there jamming again.
Yeah, it was never. It was never.
He had bad
lost in
days
them,
and they're
like,
jamming again. He had good days and they're jamming again. Yeah, that makes sense, dude.
I'd be waking up to my mom fucking mad as hell, like 4 o'clock in the morning, like she's busting in my room. I'm still in my CD player, you know, headbanging and shit.
yeah.
Listening to fucking Creed or whatever.
Oh,
the
yeah,
fuck. And she'd
yeah,
be like,
yeah.
what the fuck are you doing? Go to sleep. Like,
Yep.
I think she thought I was crazy, and you know, those times I used to really like go hard in the bedroom, you know what I mean, with that shit. So
I was the same.
Yeah,
to be
yeah.
honest with you, yeah, I was going through a lot at home, and I spent a lot of time with like listening to like Korn.
Yeah,
and like
bro.
and like
I think I
that
was really
era
just
was like it like fed my soul in a weird way because some of the like bad stuff he would talk about going through, I could like empathize with, and I'm just like, dude, this is like this is like not what they're saying it is.
Yeah, it kind of just makes you think. I feel like, especially at an early age.
Yeah,
because you're just exposed to all those different ideas and perspectives.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, and yeah, like obviously my brothers were older, so I didn't really spend a lot of time. Like there was just too much of a gap there for us to like hang out and shit. So that was kind of like
same. I'm 15 years off my sister. Yeah, so that was
kind of like my social hour, just like listening to as many different artists as I could find, like trying to soak up as much.
Were you the kid on the bus?
I was the kid on the bus.
I was the kid on the bus too, man.
I had the fucking big ass CD player with like all this shit, like putting everybody on the bus on different CDs. I had the whole bus listening to like Afro Man and shit like that at like 6 and 7 years old.
That's
and shit.
awesome,
like,
dude.
I was going fucking super hard, bro. Like CD player on the hip at all times.
That's sick, dude.
Yeah.
That's sick. So you got into keys. You started working with the keys. Did you go into beat making from there? Did you go into like trying to play keys in your school or anything like that? Or where did it go from there?
So I played like, I was in like band and shit in like fucking 6th grade, but it was like, I think I played like the trombone or some random shit. Never really took it serious. I just kind of wanted to like, again, be around some music related shit. I think I did that for like a year. And then, you know, I was a sports dude. So like the sports shit kind of took over as far as like school.
Really? What sport?
Yeah, football.
Football, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense though, yeah.
Yeah, I was like a big, like heavy into the football shit. A lot of people around that time, like that's what they mainly knew me for. You had to be kind of like in my circle to know that like I really took the music shit
seriously.
Yeah, seriously, yeah.
Yeah. That's super cool, man. So was that here in Houston? You originated, everything's happening here in Houston, or where was that?
So like, yeah, like I grew up like in the Conroe area. You know, I went to school in Montgomery and shit, like up north. So like,
shout outs Lincoln.
Yeah,
that's where he's from. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, you know, I feel like if I ever go out of state, like I always tell people Houston, because when we're here, like it's all about Houston.
Oh yeah, I mean? I'm a Katy boy, but I got Houston tatted on me. You know what I mean?
That's what I mean. But obviously, I grew up in the outskirts, like in, you know, in the burbs and shit.
Right.
Yeah.
I talk to people all the time. I think it's hilarious when they try to act like Katy's not Houston. It's like, bro, I like grew up since I was 5 years old, going to 610 in San Felipe to go to work.
Surprised. People be pissed off about that.
They'd be mad about that.
People try to shoot shots at us about that. It's like, y'all motherfuckers ain't from Houston. Y'all from Conroe and shit. It's like, motherfucker, like.
Houstonians, quit wilding on us.
Like,
we love you.
Yeah,
like
bro,
we're
like,
from where you're from.
Like, I'm not about to go
where
to
else
fucking...
on earth can you be 20 miles away from a place and not say you're from there, 15 miles away?
I'm
like,
not gonna be in.
I think the
like,
city limit starts like Highway 6 where I'm from, which is like literally 10-minute drive.
Right. And you know, obviously growing up, we loved coming to the city, bro, and just like popping out here. We used to come out here and not do shit. Like I remember, like literally, like just making the trip to Houston.
That's a perfect
no
description, though. Yeah.
Yeah, no plan. Just like we're out here, though. You know.
Or
what I mean?
Astroworld, like that would be a thing. Just drop our parents would just drop us.
I can't tell you, like we used to do that all the time. Like no fucking plans, don't do shit.
No cell phones.
Just happy to be. Yeah, like downtown.
Yeah,
and shit.
We used to come skate. That was like for Katy kids. That was like, oh, you're skating downtown. Like, wow. You know, so all my buddies would come down here and skate. But yeah, that's cool, man. That's super interesting. Buddy's exhaust is real deal, by the way. I seen that earlier. I was like, oh my goodness, it's hanging like this far outside of the car. It's super sick.
That's every day up here, man.
One thing about Faded I'll say on camera too is that it attracts every demographic of culture and like person you can imagine, because it just really is so open. So like you pull up here, you see the slabs, you might see ice cream vendors, you might see. I mean, it's just a hodgepodge. It's a
Yeah.
beautiful little hodgepodge.
Yeah, nah,
Definitely
for
encourage
sure.
you guys to come over here and catch shows. And when Underground Standard plays and when Always plays, it's definitely a scene over here. So come catch that when they play.
Yeah, yeah, man.
So
Appreciate
so
that.
you went from doing it in school, and then what broke you out and said, all right, I want to do music with myself here. Like this is part of what I want to do.
Well, I think like obviously like I was saying, like always kind of being in the back of my head, like I definitely like fell in love early and shit. And you know, I grew up in like a small town, so everybody kind of had me pegged for like the sports route. And
Right.
like I said, I was playing football, and you know, I was pretty decent. You know
We
what
do
I mean?
that to
So
people in Katy as well.
yeah, yeah. And
I
you
see
know,
that a
so
lot. People feeling like pressured.
I was kind of like on this like scheduled path on that shit. You know what I mean? And then I don't know, man. I got to the school I was going to in Arkansas. You know, I went to Henderson for a bit, and it just kind of like was just like a thorn in my brain, man. Like I got there and I just like I'll never forget, like I brought my microphone to the dorm room, and like all my like dorm mates and shit thought that was crazy. I was like, what the fuck, why do you got like, because I had like a pretty nice microphone at the time, you know.
Oh, really?
Like at the time, you know what I mean. This is like
They're like,
20,
you better hide that shit.
yeah, yeah, it's like a while back, but yeah, man, I kind of just was like, you know what, like I got to a point where I was like, I can't let this shit go, you know what I mean? Like this is what I'm really passionate about. I did love sports, like I loved football, you know what I mean? Like all my family are like athletes and shit, so but for me personally, I just like, if I take a route, I want to take a route because that's something that like I wholeheartedly believed in and like stood on for myself, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Not
yeah.
because somebody else said, oh, I think this is what you should do.
You can
So,
feel it. Like you
yeah,
feel
yeah.
it in your bones when you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Right.
And it just makes such a difference that like you could pay attention to that or you can just like negate it, which is
Right,
crazy.
right,
I
right.
watch so many people go work a 9 to 5, not enjoy their life, be discontent with what they're doing because they settled just like on
Exactly.
on what everybody else viewed them as.
Yeah, exactly. It
So
definitely was like a moment of truth for me, man, where I just kind of like, bro, I got to be real with myself. Like, this is just me. I'm like fucking 18. Like, nobody's in my ear right now. Like, what do you really want to do? You know what I mean? And
yeah.
I had, luckily, I had some close friends. My boy Sis, my partner in Faded Decade.
Yeah, shout out Sis.
Yeah, shout out Sis for sure. He was with me at the time, and me and him had a lot of conversations early on about like, you know, what we're really trying to do with like, you know, just the opportunity that we had in front of us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he definitely
Because
gave
you
me a
can
lot
see
of
it
confidence.
materializing.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
literally, you can see it
yeah,
materializing.
because I was definitely
Yeah.
like active. Like I wasn't, you know, like I was always kind of like the CD dude and like making shit tapes for my homies and shit. So
Yeah.
I didn't have any type of like online presence, but I was actively recording and like making shit and fucking around. So like, you know, it was definitely something that was kind of like manifesting, and it was kind of like, look, bro, we can either, you know, treat this shit like it's whatever, or you know, try
Or
to
take
take
it by the
serious.
reins. Yeah.
and try to build something. So
Yeah.
I just went head first with it, man.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
That's super cool. And you do
Yeah.
vocal work now. You're like I see you
Yeah.
singing up there and stuff.
Yeah, it's funny, bro, because I like, a lot of people know me for certain things, but like I feel like people want to like try to like box you into a certain lane or style that they feel like that's what you do. But it's like, dude, I was doing rock records and shit like when I first came out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like people don't even know that. You know what I mean? I was like screaming and shit and like fucking 15 and shit. You know what I
Damn,
mean?
that
Yeah,
long
yeah.
ago. Wow.
Yeah, so like I
That
feel
kind of
like,
makes you an innovator when it comes to that here
nah,
in Houston.
I definitely was like a bit of a SoundCloud baby, like that early, you know, crazy SoundCloud sensational thing. Like,
Yeah.
I remember when I first signed up for SoundCloud, I had to convince my homies to get it because it was still like, what the fuck is even SoundCloud at the time?
For sure.
Yeah,
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 for
you know what I
sure.
mean? So I definitely came in kind of early on that. And, but yeah, on the vocal tip, I always kind of strive to be that. Like, I don't want to just be like, oh, like I just, you know, I fucking get on the mic and rap. Like, nah, man, I love singing. I love like rapping. I love like, you know, being like a lead vocalist for my band and finding different ways
Doing
to
like bridge work and everything else. Yeah,
just
it's
trying
awesome, man.
just trying to find different ways to like control my range. You know, I'm all about that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can empathize with that 100% because rapping in a rock band for 5 years or whatever, I started to open my eyes to that. Like I started going like,
Yeah.
you know, you can sing too. Like
Right.
that's not like, but it's weird. There's like a weird disconnect to where, for me
Yeah.
at least personally, I'll rap on camera all day long. You want me to sing on camera? I start getting
You
embarrassed
get
and
clamped
shy
up.
and
Yeah.
weird about it. And it's just the thing with singing. You really got to have some nuts to like be out
Nah,
here
well,
singing
nah,
some shit.
100%.
So
Yeah,
hats off,
100%.
bro. Like, cause yeah,
Nah,
that shit
I actually think I really
takes
appreciate
balls,
that for
bro.
real,
Yeah.
because that's definitely something I had to kind of like build
Especially as a
like
rapper.
confidence
Because like,
for. Yeah.
you come from that world and everybody raps
Yeah.
like, what the fuck are you doing?
Right, especially when
Yeah.
people know you for one thing. That's kind of like, that was my whole thing with that though. Like I never wanted to be like
Boxed in.
yeah, like bro,
Yeah.
you're not gonna tell me I can't fucking do this or do
Yeah.
that. Like I fucking grew up listening to this type of music. Like I love that type of shit. Like that
Yeah.
shit is in me, you know what I mean? And like so like I wanted to always push the boundary and you know what I mean, like try everything. And
And it's crazy when you
yeah.
do how much you get embraced for it.
Right.
You realize that it's really kind of silly that you ever thought anything
Yeah.
differently because you get out. People are people. They want to. Majority of people want to see other people succeed, not fail.
Right.
You know, and so it really just kind of brings a goodness to the world if we choose to highlight that.
Nah, 100%.
You know, and
man.
uplift each other and try to like push each other in the right direction. So tell me, I don't want to get too far off track. You start doing the music. How did you get linked with you and Rome putting this band together, or how did Underground Standard come
Okay,
along?
yeah. So the UGS thing, so there was kind of like an ongoing deal with me, like not doing shows here at Faded. You know, obviously my boys, you know, they show me a lot of support. They want to see me, you know what I mean, get that credibility. And there was like kind of like a push to do more shows. And I was kind of resisting it just on a personal level because I'm like, okay, obviously I'm involved in Faded. Like I'm as one of the, you know, owners and founders, like I could do a rap show here and be like the center focus and make it like.
But you're not trying to oversaturate either and be
and also
overbearing.
like I feel like we came up doing that shit as kids all the time. Like to me, that's almost like it almost feels like kind of lazy. You know what I mean? Especially when we hold this brand that with like power and like pride, like just like you were saying about us being so diverse. Like I didn't want to bring people out. Call out all our peers, bring in the community just to do like your typical rap show that you see everybody doing. I was like, nah, man, I want it to be an experience. I want it to be like live instruments. I want it to be multiple people involved. I want to showcase.
It sounds like you had a vision for it.
Nah, 100%.
Like you really kind of saw it done.
And it was frustrating too, because I think a lot of people took it like, oh, he doesn't want to perform and shit. And it's like, nah, dog, like I've performed 100 times. And that's why I don't, because it's just the same old monotonous, you know, karaoke, one dude screaming on a mic over a trap beat, you know what I mean? And it's like, I could do that, and I've done that, and, you know, I'm not knocking that, you know, the people that
sure.
do that.
Yeah.
But like as like having that integrity and that pride for Faded, just knowing that, bro, we're so diverse, bro. Like we got people over here that are like guitarists. We got people over here that are drummers, people that produce for me, for my solo shit. They played it on a guitar. So those are the people, that was how actually UGS kind of initiated. So I reached out to one of my producers like, hey man, like, you know, boys keep telling me do a show. I want to do it, but I want to have you come out and actually play the records that you produced for me.
Yeah.
So when I did that, Rome, my other partner, had the idea like, well shit, you know, I could jump on bass. Like I know how to play bass and you know, we
we got a half a band sitting right here. Like
exactly.
what you mean?
And it's kind of like that's exactly how it happened. And then the last kind of like missing piece was Baki, my drummer. We've known him since like our first shop in Huntsville. He's been playing drums and killing that shit since then. He's shout out to Baki, man. Superstar Baki, for real. He's a beast, and we're lucky to have him. But he came on board and was just like, shit, like y'all, I've been waiting for y'all to say something. You know what I mean? So
some people are, man.
One thing I'll
to
say about that Underground Standard shit that I feel like people gotta know is that it happened super organic, super natural. We didn't just, let's start a band, you know what I mean? It was all like built up tension.
Found you guys.
Yeah. And it happened super natural. So
that's super cool. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's super cool.
Hell yeah.
So you continue on doing music solo and with the band.
Right.
So for our viewers to understand that this is a solo artist and he's in a band. So check out his solo work. Where can they find your solo work at?
Yeah, so I go by Always November. I'm Always November on all platforms. I think the majority of my stuff you can find on like Spotify, but for all the Apple Music lovers, like obviously Apple Music, get at me over there. YouTube, SoundCloud. A lot of my early stuff is on SoundCloud as well. I got like kind of a deeper catalog over there. But yeah, Always November, man. That's like that's the solo thing I'm working with right now. I was going by Dedd for a while. I actually recently changed my name like a couple years back.
Okay.
That was like kind of like my nickname growing
That's
up.
with
Like
Dedd.
right, yeah,
Dedd.
because my real name, like my birth legal name, is Dedrick.
Okay, so it was a play on words.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
so growing up, I got like family members and childhood friends that have called me Dedd forever. You know what I mean? Just
So
as
you
like
ran with that,
I
yeah.
ran with it. You
That's
know,
super
all
cool.
the homies at the time were like, "Fuck it, bro, just be Dedd." And at the time, I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna be Dedd." You know what I
So
mean?
is your music out there under that pseudonym as well?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was getting at. Like it was for a while.
Okay, so look
and,
up that as well, guys.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
now you probably won't find too much of it.
Okay.
Because
Maybe
it's
don't.
because I made that conversion about 2 years back.
Gotcha.
But yeah, you look up Always November, man. You'll find me.
Check
I've been
'em
putting
out.
out a lot of records.
Yeah.
And,
No,
going
seriously.
hard, so yeah.
Well, man,
yeah.
it's been awesome, dude. I definitely
Yeah,
wanted
man.
to do this for a while, and I'm excited to see the next show. I think y'all got one tomorrow.
Yeah,
We're gonna
yeah,
try to
we
make it
got
out
one,
in
yeah,
Huntsville.
for the
So,
real.
man, just keep killing it, and we
Thank
really
you, man.
appreciate your time.
Appreciate
And
it,
thank
bro.
you, man.
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah,
for
dude.
real. Appreciate it, man.
Before I call my therapist, check him out always. Cool. Sick, guys.
Oh yeah. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you guys for real. That was fun.
This episode of Before I Call My Therapist was brought to you in part by Faded Decade, The Underground Standard, We're Number One, Houston Skateboards, Keeping People Skating, and The Union, and viewers like you. Thank you.